What's going on, everybody? It's Jamie and welcome to the channel Thrift on Fire. Today we're going to be talking about getting your eBay store in better standings, updating listings, purging items, basically just overall improving your store. Now in a past video, you guys see me purge a whole bunch of items and get rid of stuff. I'm not super interested in getting rid of a ton. I will get rid of some stuff. It's more price correction and titles of the listing. And I'll show you exactly what I'm doing here in just a few minutes. But I was actually watching the Commonwealth Picker, another YouTuber here. You've probably heard of him. I'll throw his channel up right now if you haven't. It's a great channel, but he actually took his entire eBay store down and rebuilt it. And that, I really wanted to do that. But going into the last quarter, I don't want to remove all of my items. One of the ways I was trying to justify it was just going to end eBay, leave up Poshmark, leave up Vinted, leave up Depop, the other stuff, and just fix eBay listings and then kind of go back in and correct the other ones at the same time. And then I thought, you know what? I don't need to end everything. I'm just going to work through everything. So I'll delist an item on eBay, go and delist them on, Poshmark Canada, Poshmark US, Vinted, and Depop, correct the listing in eBay, and then relist it. So I'm doing it one at a time. I didn't take a huge step like he did and just delist my whole store, but my store's not really in shambles. I just think some of this stuff needs price adjustment and title adjustment. But let me show you what I'm talking about. Hey, Leo. So far I just have done this top layer of shoes. So we'll jump on over to the computer and I'll show you the criteria that everything has to hit. We have all these shoes on the bottom. Behind me here, we have some jackets and jerseys. These bins are all full of clothing. I have about 800 items total. I'm gonna, probably lot up some of these items. Honestly, not shoes, but like, some of the hard goods and video games. We might do some lots. So that'll kind of get my items down. There might be some stuff that I just get rid of completely. Like some of the shoes in these bins here, they might not stick around. I don't really know. We'll see when we get there, but let's grab an item, go to the computer, and I can show you what I'm doing to create new listings, create more activity in the store, but we'll get into all that in a minute. So what we're working with are these Nike ACGs, okay? Now, all I've done is on my phone, I've ended the listing. I went sell similar, and I've created a draft. Now, on my PC, I'm gonna use this here. Now, you don't have to do this on the PC, but I am going to do this for the entire relist of my whole store. I'm going to do it on PC. So we're going to go resume. So the photos themselves are actually fine. I don't mind these at all. This is a good cover photo. Could I switch it up and go with this guy here? Sure, that might be an option. It might give it some new life, but I actually think that the original photo is absolutely fine. So I don't really want to mess with the photos on these ones. I'm happy with that. The title itself isn't terrible either. It just says Nike ACG React Terra Glow Black Space Purple. Has the model number, men's size 6. So how I want to correct this is, so we're going to do brand first. So Nike's brand ACG. Okay. Then here we are going to start with the size. So I want to put size 6 up front. Okay. And this is just something that I'm personally doing. I don't know that it really matters the order, but what I want is brand, size, style, type, and color. All those things need to be in. Anything extra you want to add is fine, but I think in the first section of the listing, putting all those things in there will help you in search a ton. So size 6, then we're going to go style, which the style of these are actually hiking boots, which I don't have in here. So let's put in hiking boots. Okay. So now style, so it's a React Team Globe, and then the color is black and purple. That's pretty accurate. I do have the model number here at the end. It's just the little art number inside right there. It's how you identify the shoe. So if somebody were looking for that, it's in the title, but it's also down here in the item specifics. Okay, so this is also trying to help you out. So we could say, yeah, we're going to add boots to that. We're going to add model is Nike ACG. So when we go down, we have Nike size 6 black men's. There's the style code right there. Product line Nike ACG, model Nike ACG. Character boots, theme space. I don't think that's really needs to be there. I mean, it's not like these are astronaut boots or something. You could put the Europe's, the UK size and all the other sizes in. I don't generally do that. Sometimes I do, but in this case, I'm not going to. I think everything else looks good. Rubber. Yeah, pretty happy with that. Now, as you can see, I have the old listing title here. So I'm just going to scroll back up to the top. I'm going to copy this and paste it back in the description. And for me, that's totally fine. I was working on making more dynamic descriptions for a while. I just don't really believe it helps a ton selling stuff. But I do think here is if there were scuffs on the shoes, this is where you'd put that. Or if, you know, look at the bottom of these ones. These ones are absolutely gorgeous. They're like new, really. If there was an issue, I'd put that there. Or if you want to say something about them in particular, or maybe talk about shipping, this is where you do it in the description, not really in the title. The title is basically just to help people search for it. So I'm happy with this. I don't really want to add anything, so let's continue. Now I did actually go back and make a correction to the model. It needed to be Nike React TerraGlobe. I had Nike ACG in there twice, so I just wanted to point that out. So right now my buy it price is $50, which I don't think is bad. I can see a couple pairs that sold for about $50 on here, but they're better sizes. Then there's some in different colorways that are like $35 or $40. So I'm gonna just do a $10 price drop here based off of the information I see in solds. You know, the bigger sizes are gonna sell for more money. I'm gonna try to get 40 bucks out of these guys. Not that, you know, it's just there's less people looking, so if I offer it at a better deal, and I can see some competitive ones here, like this size, it's probably hard to show you in this little picture, especially with the lights going on, but this is a size 4.5 that sold for $35, so you can see size is gonna affect, you know, the overall price of them. So if we keep going down, shipping, now I use flat rate shipping, so I'm just gonna keep it right here, flat rate to Canada. I think it's $12 anywhere in Canada. I think it's $9 anywhere in the US. That's what I charge. Those are the rates that usually get covered by Stallion Express. So that works for me. Sometimes I pay a couple extra dollars. Sometimes I make a couple extra dollars. That's why I use flat rate shipping. I'm very confident that model still works for me, so I'm not going to change that. I was doing, for the last year, I was doing everything at 4%. I'm going back to 2%. I still want to promote my listings, but I didn't find 4% made any difference at all, really. And I'm not willing to pay eBay more money, even though they're suggesting, which you can see right here, that I should do 4.5. I'm actually just going to edit my price, go down a little bit, and go down a little bit on the percentage that I'm going to do the promoted on, see if it makes a difference. So right now we're going to save this listing. The next step for me right now, before I list that, I am going to open up Poshmark here, and I'm going to find these ACGs, and I'm going to delete them. Okay, so we're going to search for them. They're right there. I have them listed at $49 in here. That's probably why they haven't sold. I have them listed too high. Clearly, you know, markets change. So when I would have, you know, talked about picking these up at some point or whatever, they probably were selling for like $55 or $60. So me listing them for about $59 on here seems about right to me, because you're on Poshmark, you know somebody's gonna like lowball you or give you offers, or you're sending out offers, so you list a little high so you can get the amount that you want. But in this case here, we're just gonna go ahead and delete this. So I don't have any active offers on this because it let me delete it. If I did, it would say you can't delete this because you have an active offer. In that case, the workaround that on Poshmark is you go in and edit the size of the shoe or edit something about the shoe, update the listing, and then you can delete it. But here, I didn't even have any pending offers. So I'm going to continue to do this on Vinted, on Poshmark US as well, and then even on Depop, and then we will list to all the platforms. So I have these shoes deleted off all the platforms that I sell on. Now what we're going to use is this Chrome browser plugin called Cross List Magic. So if I open it up, this is it here. I can pick where I want to list it. So we're going to list it to Depop, Poshmark Canada, Poshmark US, and Vinted Canada. You can see a whole bunch of other places you could list it, like Etsy, Marketplace, Grailed, Instagram, whatever. But those are the places we're going to list it to today. So all we do, we're going to resume our listing in eBay. Now this is just a draft currently, so we're going to go to the bottom. You know, I've already checked these all over multiple times here. So here's my correction here, as we talked about earlier, Nike React Team Globe or TerraGlobe. Everything else looks good to me. I have gone over everything. You know, if you do see something in the listing you think is wrong or I should add, leave it down in the comments, but I'm pretty happy with it overall at the moment. So we're going to list them for $40, flat rate shipping, 2% promoted. We're going to list it. Now with Cross List Magic, what happens here is we view the listing. So now what we're going to do is click on these little boxes right here. and it's gonna basically open these tabs, import all the pictures, import as much of the listing as possible, and then you just fill in the blanks. So I'm probably gonna time lapse this, speed it up a little bit, but I'm gonna get these all listed right now. So now I have a brand new listing up across all my platforms that I sell on, a new title, a new price, hopefully very competitive, and we'll get them sold. I have already sold one item. I just started doing this yesterday. I sold a pair of these shoes right here. I can't remember what they're called exactly. I can't pronounce that. I'm gonna be honest. It's a German name. It's really weird. I'll throw it up on the screen. I did sell them. I've had them for a while and they finally sold. So obviously going through this work is gonna create sales. It's gonna create activity in all these stores. It's a really good thing, to be honest. So is it a lot of work? Yes. I would have to do 60 items a day to get done everything in a couple weeks. I probably will be all month doing this. It'll probably take me twice as long. I think today I've done 10 so far and it's already noon. I'm also now trying to create a video, so that takes up time. I have to ship today still. So it might take me a lot longer than I thought. But you know, when we start lotting things up, that will kill the amount of listings that, you know, I could say a whole bunch of cassette tapes, for instance. I probably have about, you know, maybe 50 of them listed, and I might do 5 lots of 10. I don't really know. Not really sure. When I get into that stuff, it will definitely eat in my total number of listings. Same with DVDs. I'm probably going to get rid of a lot of the DVDs, or at least lot them up and sell them. Some of the cheap video games, same thing. So that will affect the number of listings I have total. Yeah, so this is going to be a lot of work. Will it be still sourcing? I will be sourcing, but I'll only be picking things up that are worth a good amount of money. So yesterday, when I went to Stallion Express in London, I stopped at a couple thrift stores, didn't go to the bins because I'm not looking for a bunch of stuff. I wound up buying one VCR DVD combo, a JVC unit, I think for $10 yesterday. That should sell for $80. So picking stuff like that up. Yes, picking up just a whole bunch of like clothing and stuff. Probably not right now. Just gonna work through all these listings, get them all into brand new listings in the store and create a lot of activity and hopefully create a whole bunch of new sales. So for today, we're just gonna leave it at that. Is this worth it for your business to do something like this? That's really up for you to decide. You know, I think it's worth it for me personally. I wanna, instead of purging things, I just wanna rework things and, you know, see if I can get them sold. So if you guys like videos like this, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing for more content. Until next time, take care, stay safe, we'll see you soon, bye-bye.